Day 84, verses 11 to 13, the quiet effect of action. Namaste and welcome to Gita 360. Yesterday, the Gita described the Karma Yogi as someone who remains fully engaged in life without becoming entangled by it, using the lotus leaf as a metaphor for resilience. Today, we will see exactly why such a wise person keeps working and the deep sense of peace that settles in when we stop acting like the absolute controller of our universe. The yogis perform actions through body, mind, intellect, and senses, abandoning attachment and seeking purification of the self. Karma yogis understand the limitations of pursuing material rewards as the sole purpose of life. Hence, they renounce selfish desires and perform all their works as a form of worship to the divine. The Gita adds that through this process they attain self-purification, which in itself is a form of worship. This verse answers a very common question. If I don't care about the results, why should I bother working hard at all? The Gita clarifies that true action is not meant to accumulate rewards or recognition. It is meant to clean our own mind. Every time we perform a duty without demanding a reward, we scrub away a layer of selfish desire, anxiety, and ego. The work itself becomes the path for our inner spiritual growth. Offering the results of all actions to God, Karma Yogis attain everlasting peace. Those who are impelled by their desires become entangled because they are attached to the results of their actions. The Gita contrasts two types of people. The first type is mentally steady and performs actions without being attached to the result. As a result, they attain a deep, lasting peace. The second type is unsteady and performs actions driven entirely by selfish desires. Because they are fiercely attached to the outcomes, they find themselves trapped by life's ups and downs. One becomes calmer through action. The other becomes more restless because of it. The difference is not in the action itself, it is in the attitude brought to the action. Those with steady minds realize that while they control their own effort, they cannot control the rest of the universe. By letting go of the illusion of total control, they let go of the strings of anxiety. Mastering the mind, those who are self-controlled and detached from outcomes dwell happily in the city of nine gates, or the body, free from thoughts that they are the doers or the cause of anything. This verse describes a person who has gained mastery over themselves. It says that a person who has trained their mind sits happily as the ruler of their own physical form, described as a city with nine gates, referring to the physical openings of the human body. They realize that while their body and senses are busy navigating the world, their inner core self is completely still. This is not someone who has stopped acting. Rather, it is someone who has stopped carrying the constant burden of ownership. They no longer feel that every outcome rests entirely on their shoulders. They continue to fulfill their responsibilities, but with a quieter mind and a greater sense of ease. Like a calm resident in a busy city, they are fully aware of the noise outside, but relaxed within their own walls. We often measure our worth by what we manage to build, buy, or achieve. We look at external results as a final proof of who we are. But if we are completely honest with ourselves, achieving a goal rarely gives us lasting peace. It usually just gives us a temporary sigh of relief before the anxiety for the next goal sets in. These verses shift the focus. When you approach a difficult responsibility, ask yourself, am I acting as a yukta, someone steady, or an ayukta, someone trapped? If you are constantly refreshing your screen, obsessing over a client's reaction, or losing sleep over things you cannot control, you are ayukta, letting the outside world dictate your inner state. But when you treat your daily work as an opportunity to develop focus, patience, and steadiness, the work begins to affect you differently. The responsibilities may remain the same, but the mind gradually becomes less dependent on every outcome. You show up consistently and do what must be done, but you do it with the unburdened steps of someone who knows that no external outcome can determine who they are. Thought of the day. Every action leaves a mark, not only on the world around us, but also on our own minds. Pause for a moment today and reflect. Is the way I'm approaching my daily responsibilities making me more peaceful or more restless? Thank you for joining me on Geeta 360. May we remember that our daily work is not only producing results, it is also shaping the people we are becoming. And may we approach it with a little more awareness, patience, and sincerity today.